Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Traphagen, and I'm really excited to be working with all of you as part of the SEPA project this year. This video is to introduce myself, so a little bit about me first. I grew up in a very small town outside of Rochester, New York, and it was actually so small that when I was in middle school and elementary school, there was only about 8 people in my classes. And a fun fact about me is that when I was in middle school, my mom was actually my science teacher. So I guess you could say that science runs in our family. I became interested in science because it's like a puzzle. We know a lot about the world we live in, but we don't know everything. Kind of like a puzzle with some of the pieces missing. And it's really fun to try to find some of those missing puzzle pieces so we get a better picture of the world that we live in. My research is in biology, which is the study of living organisms. So I'm specifically interested in figuring out what makes people sick and finding new medicines to treat those sick people. So now I'm going to take you over to my lab so I can show you a little bit more about what I do and how I do it. Oh, and it looks like we've got a guest appearance. My dog, this is Daisy. So now we're in lab. And when we're in lab, it's important that we wear the right safety gear. So I've got my lab coat, my gloves, my mask, and my glasses. And if I wasn't wearing glasses, it would be important that I wore safety goggles as well. All of us are made up of parts called organs, which help our bodies do different things. For example, our lungs help us breathe, and our muscles help us move. All of these organs are made up of even smaller parts called cells. These cells can grow and make new cells, but they have a system to keep them from growing too fast, like brakes on a car. Sometimes the cells lose these brakes and start growing too quickly, which is a disease we call cancer. I'm trying to figure out how to fix the brakes on these cells so that they grow more slowly, which can help people get healthy again. So now we're ready to see the lab. Over here is my lab bench, which is where I do most of my experiments. You can probably guess what my favorite color is from all of my pink lab equipment. And now, let's see the rest of the lab. So over here is where I grow the cells that I use for experiments. The cells grow in dishes like this, and you can't see them with your eyes, but we can see them if we put them under the microscope. And when we put them under the microscope, they look like this. And each of these spots is a different cell. So thank you for coming with me on the lab tour, and I look forward to working with everyone this year.